Good evening, everybody. Um, my name is Ed, and welcome to my second Plushie review. And so, tonight, I will be reviewing one of my foxes, who I've named Colin, after the Reverend Colin Fox, the old vicar of Neverhaven, who's now retired, clearly, but that's another story. Okay, right, without further ado, I have adopted Colin. Sorry, this fellow came to me from the Secret World, as you may remember. And as you might expect, Colin here is one of the two foxes I have in my collection. And without further ado, and more importantly, let's start with the face. As you can see, the face indeed looks fairly realistic. A fairly realistic looking face, especially the eyes and the nose. I mean, I really do like those. And the mouth, thanks to the stitching, this has been marked very, very clearly. Kudos to its makers, its manufacturer. I'm not sure what, I can't remember the name of the manufacturer now, because the label's worn away. But as we continue with the review, the markings going down his chest. I'm not really sure if real foxes are meant to look like that. But anyway, as we proceed with this review, the ears. Okay, argue with me if you want, but the ears look fairly realistic, despite the fact that there are no black markings on the top of the ear, or indeed behind the ears, like foxes would have in the wild. And now let's move on to the paws. The paws may not look terribly realistic, partly because of the stitching, partly because of the green stitching, obviously. But at least it makes a good advert for Secret World. And oh, sorry about that. Must have gone a little bit too fast. And as we proceed, and now as we concentrate on the paws still, at least the colouring, sorry, at least the colours are just right. Especially if the colours of the legs are just right as well overall. And I suppose well, if you are looking for realism, I'm afraid to say that, as you might have found out, the legs look a little rather titchy. The legs are rather titchy, and 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 so and so without further ado, let's move on to the tail. Let's face it, I love the tail. Realistic or not, I love it. Oh yes, and I think according to the way it feels, I think this is how a foxtail is meant to be. Whether you're looking for realism or not. And so, um, and so let's see. Marks out of 10. I think I'll give it an 8. Basically, because it's not perfect, but in a way, but in at least one way, it does look fairly realistic. Again, especially the face. And so it's good night, and God bless. God bless you all.